This is the question asked in today's skillrack daily challenge. In the first line of our input, we are given two integers n and x as input. So first our task is to create a list of integers which contains the integers from 1 to x. So I am creating a list which contains the integers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now in this list we have to take the first integer and add it with all the remaining integers except itself. So the first integer is 1. So we should take this 1 and add it with all the remaining integers 2, 3 and 4. So we should not add this 1 with 1. So first I am taking 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 would be 3. So in the new list the first integer is 3, and then the second integer in the new list is 3 plus 1 4, and then the third integer in the new list is 1 plus 4 5. So 5. So we have added this integer 1 with all the remaining integers. So we should add this new list into our original list. So now our updated list becomes 1 2 3 4, and then the new list which we created 3 4 5. So first we have taken the first integer. Now we should take the second integer 2. So we should add this 2 with all the remaining integers except itself. So the first integer in the new list is 2 plus 1 3, and then the second integer would be 2 plus 3, because we should not add this 2 with 2. So the second integer would be 2 plus 3 5, and then the third integer would be 2 plus 4 6, and then the fourth integer would be 2 plus 3 5. So 5, and then the next integer would be 2 plus 4 6, and then finally 7. So this is the new list which we have formed. So we should add this new list to our original list. So I am adding the newly formed list into our original list. So now we should take the third integer, because already we have used the first two integers. So now we should take the third integer 3 and add it with all the remaining integers except 3. So the first integer in the new list would be 3 plus 1 4, and then the second integer in the new list would be 3 plus 2 5, and then the third integer would be 3 plus 4 7, because we should not add the 3 with itself, and then 3 plus 3 is 6. So like this the list expansion keeps on going on, and in this list expansion our task is to print the first n integers. So here the value of n is equal to 15. So like this, when we keep on expanding, our task is to print the first 15 integers, and we have already found more than 15 integers. So our task is only to print the first 15 integers. So in our output we print the first 15 integers of this output pattern. So I am highlighting the first 15 integers. So these are the first 15 integers, and in our output also the first 15 integers are same. So this is how our output is obtained. Now let us see our sample input 2. So here n is equal to 20 and x is equal to 3. So first we have to create a list which contains the integers from 1 to 3. And now we should take the first integer and add it with all the remaining integers except itself. So first we should take 1 plus 2, that is 3, and then 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. And now there are no more integers in the list, so we should add the new list to our original list. So I am adding this integers 3 and 4 to our original list. And now we should take the second integer and add it with all the remaining integers. So we should add this 2 with all the remaining integers. So first 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 2 plus 3 is 5, and then 2 plus 3 is again 5, and then 2 plus 4 is 6. So there are no more integers in the list, so we add this new list to our current list. And now we should take the third integer in our list and add it with all the remaining integers. So first 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 3 plus 2 is 5, and then we should skip the 3, and then the next 3 is 3 plus 3 6, and then again the next integer is 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and then 3 plus 3 is 6, and then the next integer is 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8, and again there is a 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8, and again after 5 there is integer 6, so 6 plus 3 would be 9. So this is the new list which we have found, and now we should add this new list to our original list. So till now the length of the original list is less than 20, so again we take the next integer, so we take the fourth integer, so it is again 3 and add it with all the remaining integers. So first 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5, and then again 3 plus 3 6, and then we should skip the current 3, and then the next integer is 4, 4 plus 3 7, and then the next integer is 3 6. So like this again the list keeps on going, and our task is to print the first 20 integers of the expanded list. So now already we have found more than 20 integers, so our task is to print only the first 20 integers in the current list. So these are the first 20 integers in our list, so that is our expected output. So I have highlighted the first 20 integers of our list. So in our output also we can see that those integers are the output. Now let us see how to write a C program for this. First I am creating two integer variables named n and x, and in the next line I am accepting value of both the integers n and x, and then I am creating an array named arr of size 10,000 because we don't know how many integers that would be present in our list expansion. So I am creating an array of size 10,000, and now we should add the integers from 1 to x into our list. So that is how we are given in the question. So I am creating a loop that iterates from 0 to x, and in every iteration we will be storing I plus 1. So we will be storing the integers from 1 to x into the array arr, and now we should implement our logic. So to do that I am creating three integer variables named fill integers from, and then current length and index. And for the variable index I am setting the value 0, and for the remaining two variables fill integers from and current length I am setting the value as x. And now we should start filling integers, that is we should start expanding our list. So I am creating a while loop, and this while loop iterates until the current length of the array is greater than n. So in order to do that we have to give the condition current length less than n. Only then this while loop will be working until the current length becomes greater than n. So in every iteration of this while loop we will be traversing through this array arr, and the length of the array arr varies in every iteration of this while loop, because in every iteration we will be filling integers from the index fill integers from. So while traversing through the array arr in the for loop, using those integers our list would be expanded. So whenever the index I is not equal to index, we are filling integers from the index, that is named variable fill integers from, and in the particular index we will be storing the value arr of I plus arr of index. So that is how our list would be expanded as per the logic given in the question. So in every iteration of this for loop we will be inserting integers into this array from the index fill integers from plus plus, and once the execution of the for loop finishes, the length of the new list would have been updated. So the new length would be fill integers from, because that is the last integer which we have filled. So I am setting current length is equal to fill integers from, and after that we are also incrementing the value of the index, because in next iteration of the while loop we should add the next integer with all the remaining integers. So until the current length becomes greater than n we will be performing this, that is we will be expanding our list again and again, and once when the number of integers becomes greater, then the while loop will stop working, and then using a for loop we will be printing the first n integers. So that would be our output. Now let us check it with sample test cases. So this is our sample input 1. So for the particular input we have our expected output aside. So here we can see that we also get the correct integers. So these are the first 15 integers while we expand the current list. And now let us give our sample input 2. So here also we can see that we get the correct output. So these are the first 20 integers while expanding our list. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.